Break the sounds.
And we are officially live. Welcome to the dznpodcast, episode 19. And yeah, we're in here officially at AMI Studios having our podcast. But first, let's get hit with this music though.
Ooh.
Produced by yours truly, Retro Dre.
Claps.
I don't know what the buttons do. I'm gonna just hit them.
Woo.
There we go.
Oh, this is a treat. It's like,
So what's good with y'all though, man?
man. Everything's been good, bro.
Life is good.
Like bring the mic just a little bit closer to you. You can do it, sir. All right.
No, bro, that junk in my mouth, bro. I can't do that.
Yeah.
You can hear me though, right?
I can hear myself. I can hear him.
Y'all like this beat though?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
That shit go crazy, bro.
You can cuss, bro. It's okay, bro. We in the studio, bro. Hip hop is recorded. Come on, dog.
Yeah, I just ain't been up here in a minute. My fault.
True, homie talking about tying niggas up in straight jackets.
How you been, Dre?
Chilling, man. Chilling. So far, so good. Chilling. As y'all see, I've been buried in here for the past 2 months, but
Oh yeah.
it's been fun though.
Grind don't stop.
A lot of things to learn. A lot of things that I can put forward into new music, new adventures I'm trying to do. So, yeah, it's been pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all been getting into?
Work.
I'm trying to get a new job. Shit not working out.
Yeah, I got like a quick 8 for this.
Do I got a quick 8 for this? Oh, come on, Trey. You know who you're talking to, right?
Better hurry up, beat by the end.
Oh shit.
Better spit something just real quick.
Go ahead, start us off, bro.
I had Dre on the mic, beat by the end, but now I'm about to go on to the episode. Now we getting on, and we ain't getting off. That's the end of the beat. Now we going off.
Okay.
Woo! All right, the official start of the DZN podcast is now live in effect. And first off, let's talk some NBA. KD, y'all seen what happened. Or if you don't know, you should know. Do y'all think he should have played?
No.
No.
Why?
Because one, they didn't need him. Well, they lost, but they didn't really need him. So, like, I think to preserve his career, he should have just chilled out.
You?
I second that.
I agree. But then again, you got other people that disagree and say, oh, he should not or should have been playing. But at the end of the day, he's a grown man. He's going to do what he want to do. So
Yeah.
whether I say he should have played or not, I can't do nothing about that.
That's his decision. You're right.
But when you're hurt, though, speaking from experience, even though you're healthy or you feel like you're healthy, you're never healthy until you test it out.
Mm-hmm.
And word on the street, his workout was trash. So, and he went on the court and played after the fact anyway, still. And then you see what happened to his Achilles. You seen the picture of the video, dudes. Cat felt like it just like dismantled and blew up. That joint was crazy. So even though you're hurt, you're still hurt. You may feel fine, but you're not fine.
Right.
I think he's gonna be all right though.
Nobody came back the same after that injury ever.
But
True.
this is Durant. Like I feel like he should be playing more of like a true forward. Like he'll start doing stuff like maybe those post fadeaways. Maybe they'll come back. I don't think anybody can stop him if he's doing like that mellow type attack.
Like just looking at it though, like Paul George, you seen what happened to that man,
It took him a while. It took him like a season and some change.
but he still came back.
Right.
He's still pretty good too, straight up,
Yeah,
bro. You know what I'm saying? That's KD.
true. But we don't know how he's gonna
Yeah,
come
if
back.
he actually wants to do it himself.
And he's like 30 something, young 30s. You know, after the young 30s, it starts to go. Look at LeBron.
No, I don't know about that one.
But yeah, he kind of like
Yeah, he just conserving himself.
But still, he's not the same player he used to be,
He can't
especially
be.
on
but
defense.
who is? You know what I'm saying?
True. Very true.
They got
About to pass that torch down though to old buddy.
Oh, buddy, who?
AD the brow, bro. I feel like it. He already called him the best. No, he didn't. I don't even know. But he did give him the number. He's gonna get his old number back. That number 6 coming back, y'all. I feel like he about to go shambles out. What happened? No, I'm just playing.
So what y'all think about music right now? So terrible, bro.
you can't cut it out. You can't cut that part out. But
What they say? That's fucking trash. Get off the airway. Yeah. Nah, I've been listening to R&B lately. Like a lot of rap has not been up to par lately. Everybody's just wilding on a beat, just to be wilding on a beat for money.
But that Mustard joint was fire though.
What must they jump?
You ain't hear Mustard new album that came out last week?
Uh-uh.
That joint kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie.
See?
And y'all heard that new Freddie Gibbs
See?
bandana? Listen. Hold
Okay.
on. Hold on. Wait. Let me see if I can pull something up right quick. Hold on.
Yo, we do not know own none of the music that is about to be played right now.
Oh yeah, we on shit. What?
I'm tired of Pusha T, bro. It's the same flow every time.
So what are you looking for in his verses then, sir?
Maybe some like lyrical diversity, my nigga. Like he does the same shit every time
But it works.
till you get bored of that shit. I bet even he bored of that shit.
Well, look, hey, he's still doing it. And he's still getting paid, and he's still getting the wow factor off of it. So hey,
nah, some soap.
What?
Then I mixed it with the coke. Oh my god, it's the same shit every time. It's like he says something, pause, and says something that's ambiguous. So you don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
what do you want him to do?
JID is killing it right now.
Speaking of that, how hype are y'all for the Revenge of the Dreamers 3 coming out tomorrow?
What? I didn't even know that was coming out tomorrow. Yo. If it's anything like Down Bad, I'm down, bro.
I think it's either going to be great or, yeah. It's no in between. It's going to be great or okay.
Bro,
So far, I think it's okay.
it's the year to Dreamville, bro.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun album. It's gonna be a fun one.
A nice little switch up.
Okay. Because for like the last 2 tracks they just put out with Reason and those other dudes, they were okay to me personally.
Mm-hmm.
But you could be right. It could be here or
Somewhere else, you right. I got faith.
I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know.
Bro, they need some rap. Like, the generation we're in, this era of rap is kind of, bro, you know what I'm talking about, bro. They might actually put something out that's going to jog everybody's memory, bro.
Right. That's all it needs to happen, bro. Because it's too simple. Like, the stuff they put out now is just too simple for me to, like, really enjoy and sit down to and listen to more than once.
That's what I'm saying. The only thing that's been constant is R&B. That's why I've been listening to it.
Well, it's either R&B or trap and B, but at least it's the same or similar, at least, with diversity in some artists or whatnot. You're either gonna get the crooning, you're gonna get the fuck these hoes, or you're gonna get I love her so much, or you're gonna get I loved her this day, but next day fuck her, or I love her, but and I love her friend too. So you're gonna get shit like that. So it's but at least it's consistent in rap.
Or
you,
the
you gonna get
yeah.
I said blame 3 times and I can't feel my face no more.
That mumble rap.
Yeah, but
I'm so tired of that mumble rap, man.
it's kind of like dying down though. But it's the dudes that's rapping now. It seems like they rapping, but they ain't saying much. I think that's kind of the issue now. It's like dudes is rapping. Like I said, Lil Baby, he raps and he says some stuff sometimes, but some of these other dudes just don't say nothing.
Mhm.
And you got the Baby, he spits.
Right.
But is it a good message? Because they got, bruh, the music is hooking the kids, bruh, straight up. And all the kids I be talking to, like, they'll be like teenagers, little, like, they'll ask me about these. Like, you heard a baby, you're a little baby. You be like, bruh, y'all know what they be talking about? And they be spitting back everything word for word. And I just be like, yo, like, I mean, I understand I was doing that. But when I look back on it, this is kind of harder. Like, little girls, like 15, 14, they want to be hoes now. Because that's the wave on music. Like, that's bad.
It's a lot of women that want to be hoes
Right,
now.
true.
Right, just them.
But they 15 posting twerk videos and talking about getting fucked on Instagram. That's not good.
It's probably some of them that are 12.
Exactly. Because of the music. That's what I'm saying.
It ain't just the music though.
Bust down, Tatiana, bro. You got 5-year-olds doing that shit, bro. That's the music, bro.
I'm not saying it's not just the music though. That's society as a whole. Look at what you see on TV. Look what you see on the news. You see people getting shot, and you see people twerking and not wearing any clothes or wearing tight ass shit all damn day.
Right. And if you go back, bro, it's the same shit. Think about it. Like even the cartoons was worse back then.
What are we doing to make it better?
That's the question. One at a time. That's all we can do. One at a time.
Yeah.
We can't try to help a whole village when the person that's sitting right next to us we can talk to, we don't never speak to them.
Right.
Or especially that person in your household or people in your household you can talk to, but you trying to help everybody else. You can't help out a community when your own house is messed up.
And some of the problems like fly over people's heads. Like when they listen to the music, I bet you 50% of them are just like how it sounds, and they just repeat the words.
Like
But
that.
like only the smart ones are trying to like. It's weird because they try to trap like the ones that are paying attention.
That's the goal.
Mm-hmm.
They want to capture the people that's listening and like it because of the way it sounds, not because of what it says. So people like me and people like us, we're gonna hear it and after a while it's gonna be like we'll enjoy it, but we're gonna actually listen to it after a while and say, hold up, like the lean rappers. Well, I was smoking 50 Zans and I couldn't feel my face and I fucked this bitch in 15 different places. What that message is saying is I'm taking drugs so I can't feel anything that's going on, and I'm getting fucking so many girls, and I don't know where I'm at. That's really what that's saying, but people like it because it sounds good.
Like it's influencing. Like, is it me or are white people getting blacker nowadays?
It's the
Y'all
music,
understand
bro.
what I'm saying? Like that's why I think they're trying to fit into society. Like that's what they do, right? You're trying to fit into society. So you look at rap and you think, oh, they came from the streets, so they know what's cool. So I'm gonna copy them and I'll be cool. But what it does is it makes you look stupid and childish, dude. It shows you how immature you are. Like, come on.
Because nobody likes to be themselves nowadays. It ain't cool. I'm not trying to take shots, but look at Cardi.
I'm pretty sure she don't even write half them raps, yo.
But even she may not, she may. Well, look at her following. Look at the people she's talking to. She's real, but we don't know if that's really her. That's the crazy thing. People are real, and we don't know that may not be really real.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can say, I've done all this stuff, but in reality, you're just saying that so you can get money. So what really are you trying to do?
you out for yourself. Number one, and like, I think she's the blueprint for like a bad bitch. Like you know what I'm saying? She's the blueprint for like the bad bitch club. I've been realizing that they're gonna copy the bitches are gonna copy them for what they think is sexy, right? So like if Cardi B, whatever she does, like there's gonna be girls out there. They're like, oh my god, this is like you know what I'm saying. That's their idol, so they think they need to be like that to could get like boys or some shit.
But when in reality, they gonna get the people they may or most likely don't want. But
Right, they'll be popular, right? I'm not gonna lie, if you like look good and you twerking and whatever, but like at the end of the day, you just look like you. I don't think you'll get the same respect. Like I'm not thinking, and I'm thinking about respect when I talk to bitches either. I'm not really thinking about it. Like people say, "Oh, I lose respect for a girl." I don't even think about it. It just happens like naturally. Like I just know I'm not gonna want to be with this girl because of what she does.
but the thing is that's the point. Like the people who they want is respect, but you're doing stuff that isn't gonna honor respect, and we're gonna like you because of what you're doing, not what you offer. Is what do you bring to the table, not always what you look like and how much clothes you don't have on. And that just goes to the society part of it. That's what they're promoting. Look if you see on TV and in music, ain't nobody wearing clothes no more. Like, bro, nobody's wearing clothes, bro.
Yeah, what he say? I forgot who said that on Instagram. That was like, it's not even that hard to like talk to a girl and get her down to her underwear and stuff like that because they just post it on Instagram. Like,
And they have them already there anyway, so you ain't gotta do that.
Right. yo, like so I know this bitch. I'm not gonna name no names, but like she'll literally post shit of her like butt ass naked with money covering up her titties, and so when some dude was like, "Damn, you're fine," and she got offended, I'm like, "What the? What are you looking for? Like, what do you expect these niggas to do? Like, why did you post that shit if you don't want niggas to look at it? Like,
No, they want to look at it, not comment on it. That's the difference. They want to like it,
okay,
not
time
comment.
out, time,
social
time,
media, social,
time.
what?
Time, you know damn well these bitches want they want people to say shit just so they can turn them down. And they can feel like they are cool because they curve niggas.
But some really just want to like it and not say nothing. That's the crazy part.
That is crazy.
They rather have a 10 to 100,000 likes and but they don't want that one comment that says, "Damn, I ain't gonna pull out."
Whoa! Yo, you throwing some curveballs at me today, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Like dudes be out there saying, like, "Damn, I want to lick you up and down and have your kids." Like, get the fuck out of here.
Damn,
Ludicrous,
I
but-
don't want to pull out. Yeah. Let me get myself together.
This type of shit we dealing with now. And if you trying to look for a real woman, bro, you gonna be searching
For a long time.
years. And even some that you want and they want you, but they think it's something else out there, so they'll leave you. I seen that shit firsthand, bro. That shit, not me personally, but I've seen it happen to somebody that I know, and that shit is sad, bro. And you want to tell him, but homie's in love, so he really can't see what you're trying to tell him, and now he's all fucked up, sad, depressed over some shit that he could have prevented from happening, but he got caught in love. You can always love a woman, but you can't never be in love because you're gonna get let down every single time.
Damn, well, I don't know about that, but like I learned like, you know, I used to be a hopeless romantic. Like when I was in middle school, high school, like I like what I saw in movies, I thought that's what I wanted. Like, but then I don't know if I matured, but like I just realized that number one, I'm too young to be making decisions like this, and number two, like how can you don't know yourself at that age. You like there's people out there that know you better than you know you. Until you really know yourself, you're not gonna find the one for you. So I was just like, hey, well I'm right here right now. I'm just like
I got a question. What is knowing yourself?
like for instance, like I'm related this fact to basketball. Like, cause like when I noticed myself like early on when you're driving to the lane, right, and you find yourself getting stopped early, like you're gonna have to make a decision. Like if you know you get there and get stopped early, like why don't you be like, okay, I know my tendencies, so let me get better from those spots I get stopped at. So basically, I'm just saying like know how you are and anticipate like what you're gonna do to like fix the problem that you're running into.
Like that.
But I think that's what a lot of people missing. They don't know who they are. Now you hit it right on the head. It's a lot of people get into relationships and in certain situations where they don't know who they are, but they're trying to have grown up decisions and interactions when they don't know what they're trying to get out of it and what who they are while they're doing it. So that's why you see all these babies prematurely, see all these broken up relationships, people getting mad for no reason, but they don't know how men and women act just off rip
Right.
biologically.
And like we like man, I'll be around the niggas and like I do it too. Like I want a bitch because she has a fat ass, and then you really think about it, bro. Do you really want that bitch? You really don't. Like you don't want that girl to be your wife, and if you're being with her, like, and there's a lot of things you got to take into account. Everybody wants her, number one. So like when you do get her, like women will lie, like will say they're not like thinking about like I don't know, but they're gonna swear up and down that they're like this when they're you and only with you, but in the back of their head there's another nigga like in the back of their head,
For real.
just like us.
You gotta, yeah, because like girls are beautiful. It's easier for them to get niggas than it is for us to get girls. Straight up.
There's a nigga that's been in her DM since birth, working and carving away at her, like, and he's gonna do some shit you're not willing to do. And the minute that happens, bro, you gonna forget that relationship.
And even if she is with you, he's still gonna be there.
Yeah, decide. And that's what I'm saying. Like that nigga that's trying to get at your girl is never gonna stop.
And the thing is, as men, we gotta stop putting women on a pedestal. We may not do it, or maybe we may have done it in the past, but we can't put women on the pedestal.
I think I get what you're saying.
Like we can't worship them. That's what I mean by that. We can't
Giving them too much power, like for their decisions. Like I feel like as men, we need to be able to make. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I should be able to say some shit and happen. Like, and to them, they think they got the control because we gave them the control. Like we see a bitch with a fat ass, we're so retarded that we're gonna like say, "Oh, you're bad as a whole," when really they're not. And like, "Oh, you're so smart, you're so cool because you got a fat ass," and they're really like they're not even cool. You just
Infatuated.
yeah. And now they think since everybody's infatuated, they must be special. But like, damn, I'm sounding kind of cynical.
No,
but it's a fact though.
I got a question.
What up?
What is being a man? It's like you said that we have to be that man. Like we can't give them the decisions, but what exactly is being that man?
Well, one's not being a bitch.
That's okay. Look, it's niggas like that, bro. It's niggas like that. You never learn. You'll never learn.
Yeah, like I wasn't gonna explain what the fuck that meant.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna be like, oh, don't be a bitch.
Can't be a bitch.
Change the subject. All right,
Like, don't be like, oh, don't be a bitch. But so anyway, that wasn't what I was about to do.
You're hilarious. All right, but go ahead.
What I mean by don't be a bitch is don't act like a woman, and what I mean by that is can I circle it around? Can I circle the points around?
Damn, so a woman's a bitch now?
No, some women are bitches.
No, I'm just playing. Keep going, bro.
Man. Go ahead, bro.
But on a serious, note, though, being a man is standing up for who you are. That's one thing. Never let nobody tell you what you can and cannot do. And two is knowing who you are. Sometimes you're gonna be in certain situations where you may or may not be able to deal with certain things, and that's okay. And three, be logical. Don't be overly emotional, or don't be like me and be unemotional, but don't be overly emotional. You can have emotions, but as they say, if you show your emotions, you will get killed and taken advantage of. That's real. And being a man is being the leader of your household, being able to protect and provide. That's
I got one more though.
what up.
All right, I had some shit to say, bro.
Oh my fault. Go ahead.
What do you? Yeah, go ahead.
All right, my only thing is like when being a man, like know that you need to do what's right no matter what it is. So like think about it. So you gotta you're talk like a girl's talking to you and she asks you to do something you would normally do and it's out of your like you know what I'm saying, it's out of your comfort zone. Not saying don't get out of your comfort zone. Just say like if you know in your mind something's right, don't do something just because a girl's pretty or just because your homie said it. Know in yourself that it's right and be able to stand up and say, nah, hell no, I'm not finna do that shit. They're gonna call you a bitch when in reality you stood up for yourself. So like you don't do what you think is wrong for somebody else. Just know within yourself what's right for you. And I feel like that's being a man. That's easy to do.
And don't be afraid to say no. Like don't be afraid to deny any pussy. Don't be afraid to do that because there's a lot more out there, bro.
Right.
It's bundles of that shit. Some come in packages.
You said you gotta know yourself, but I'm still kind of learning myself. So would that
Exactly.
really mean that I'm not a man?
No, because we're young, bro. 20. You 22 yet?
Yeah, I'm about to hit 22.
Yeah, 22, 21,
20.
20. We're still young men. We're not all the way men yet.
Yeah.
We think some like men, but we're not men yet. So we're still learning as this goes on every day, every second, every moment. We're learning right now some things that we may have not have known before if we ain't sat here today, coming here, being here. We learned getting up this morning. We learned something new.
Right.
We learn every time we go out, we absorb energy from other people. Like, look at the energy in this room right now. And outside the room, before we even came in the room at the crib, some environments are good, some environments are bad for you. So we're learning every day.
Right. And I feel like this is an adult. Like you should be able to like this goes for men and women. If you know like if you like this is how I track my progress. Like if there's something like if I say I needed to protect somebody of mine, would I be able to do that? Like would I be able to like protect what I have? If I'm not able to do that, I feel like I need to get to a point where I can. And that doesn't mean like necessarily fighting like physically, but like are you willing to fight for what you have? Like do you care? Like I feel like as a man you have to care.
It's a mental thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And how strong are you in the mental aspect?
Definitely.
If you are mentally a bitch, then there's certain things you can't do at this moment until you mentally grow. Because back 5 years ago, if you told us to do a podcast, we'd be like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? The fuck is that?
I wouldn't know what the fuck that was. I still didn't know. I still don't know what this is. I don't know how to classify it.
Like, how mentally will we be able to carry on the conversation here at this table if we happened to do this 5 years ago?
Hell no. I was like, let's play ball. I probably,
If we just came in the studio and tried to make some music 5 years ago, what would we be trying to do really? Will we even care about what's going on? Will we even care about having lyrics prepared for that mic?
Just for the clout, to be honest. That's what everybody did it for. And when we was in middle school or high school, they wanted to rap. I want the bitches. Let me go out here and rap.
That's exactly why
we
I
do
never,
stuff for the wrong reasons as
Yeah.
a culture, yo.
But that's why I never wanted to be a rapper, because everybody was doing that shit and I felt whack as fuck. But then you be in the car with you or be in the car with us, we just get to fucking just freestyle and it's like, yo, you had the shit in your house. I was like, all right, no, fuck it. Let's see what happens. Then I was like, all right. Then went to homie's house. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to talk on the mic because I couldn't hear shit. If you was there, you would be laughing just like everybody else. I couldn't even lie. But then I spit some fire right after that. It wasn't the best I spit, but I could hear what I was saying and I spit that shit. I was like, did I have 16 bars? Fuck it.
Right.
Do I have a house or a car?
Oh,
Fuck it.
God. Dre, if Dre talking about rapping, he gonna get you 2 bars.
That was just an example from what I said after that day, going from the opposite to the opposite. That's exactly how I sounded.
progress, bro. Progress is a bitch. Cause I think about like people tell me like if you don't do this and do that and you're not naturally able to do something, you shouldn't do it. But when I actually think about like progress, the only progress I made is when I struggled. Like when I actually felt like at one point, like can God, like you know what I'm saying, like God, like why can't I do it? Like I think you just have to keep on trying something, that, like and keep on doing it, and trying to challenge yourself to a point where you feel like like something's wrong, like you're not able to do it, and then you'll be able to do it. Like, have you ever heard a nigga tell you to go outside and push a tree if you want to get stronger?
No.
Oh, maybe I'm old. But niggas will go outside and push a tree, right? You never gonna push the goddamn tree, but like if you keep on trying your hardest at something, like something happens in your mind, it prepares you for the next time you do it. Cause like your mind is not failure is not, you know what I'm saying? Like when you fail, like you naturally, like your brain rewires. I don't know what happens, but the next time you do it, you get better at it. And that, for his case, he got stronger. Pushing trees, bro.
Just think if you never had a bad game and nobody told you you weren't good at something you did. Well, for our purposes, let's say basketball. What if somebody said we never had a bad game, even though we had like 5 turnovers? What would we keep doing every game? Having them fucking 5, maybe 10, maybe 30 turnovers. Right. If nobody told us, you need to get better by doing this. What if nobody put you to the side and say, yo, you need to work on your jump shot? You think, why the fuck I need to work on my jump shot? That shit cash already. What the fuck? So you can keep letting it be cash. Work on your handle. Why do I need to work on my handle? Because you need to be able to dribble up and down the court. You're not going to grow to be 7 feet. Right. If nobody tells you that, you end up like me. 18, not really knowing how to fucking dribble that good, and you're just basically, you're a power forward stuck in a point guard body. If nobody tells you what you need to learn, then you're never going to learn that shit. That's just the bottom line.
Not necessarily. Like you said, with knowing yourself, if you want to know yourself, you got to be able to self-evaluate and look at what's going on without the outside view. Like,
I get that.
For myself, like, with basketball, like, I grew up watching y'all play basketball, right? Straight up. Y'all dominated, like, straight up. So I'm sitting here, and I'm like, yo, what can I do to be better? And I ask y'all questions, and y'all tell me. But it's still y'all telling me is not going to help me. I still got to get out and do it myself.
Oh, of course. Yeah, but we're not saying that you're oblivious to the having the objective to say, I need to go outside and get better. I'm just saying, sometimes people need to tell you what to do if you can't find out yourself.
Big facts.
Because at the point when I was younger, YouTube had just came out. We didn't grow up with YouTube like everybody else is. We didn't grow up with YouTube, Instagram, social media. Hell, we barely grew up with the internet.
Right.
We grew up just as this shit. We was growing up with it. So we couldn't at the time, or we didn't know to go online and search up how to get a better crossover. What drills to do. What do we need to do to prepare ourselves for the next 5 years of life? And if we ain't had people telling us that, we were just never going to know. That's what I mean by you got at least having people tell you. Because if some people don't tell you, you're never going to know.
Yeah, I feel like you got to branch out and try to ask too.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of the times, like when it comes to like basketball and like people play and like we don't know, but we all have our like levels of what's good and what our idea of good is. So like what's good for me, like I could feel like if like when I was younger, if I feel like if I made 2 jump shots, I was doing good. But like that's the point where you need people to tell you. Like you need to compare yourself to players that'll really like make you challenge. Like even if somebody's really good and they're making all their shots, like you really want to tell them like the things they can get better with and push themselves so they can get even better. Like their mechanics, making sure like everything is consistent and they know exactly what they're doing with their bodies and the ball. Like some people are like naturally good and they just like no one had to tell them, but like they don't know like the rules of the game. So like they ended up being a little inconsistent. Like some days they'll be really nice and some days they'll be trash just because they don't know how to like they don't know the proper way to position their body. They just naturally do it sometimes and don't.
That sounded like me, to be honest. Sounded like me anyway, because it'll be plenty of games where I didn't know where to be on the floor. I just be running out every goddamn way.
I still don't know.
Sometimes I'll be fucking blocking out drives that could have happened or blocking out people from getting their buckets
Right,
in.
right, right.
You know firsthand, I did that shit to you sometimes on accident. My fault.
Drink it out the way. Say now, but yeah, man. It's a lot to learn. The game is so crazy. Like it's so everything is just so crazy. Like it's so meticulous. Everybody's so different that I couldn't teach really anybody how to be the best of them. The only thing that you could do, you just have to like know within yourself, but you also can use drills. But like you always have to tweak things for your specific person, like your specific game style and body type.
So this kind of, you know how people say sports reflects life.
Yeah.
What would be some life training or skills or things that people could practice? Would you tell them? Like if somebody asks you, "Hey, what are some things about life that I need to work on and practice?"
Right. Okay. Well, I would say this: anything that deals with like if you're not a quick thinker and you think you're not a quick thinker, like try like do anything you want to get faster with, do it as fast as you can until like you get tired and to the point like this is the worst training ever if you want to build speed. Like you have to go as fast as you can for as long as you can and just trying to like so if you're trying to like be quicker on your feet, like give yourself math problems and write them down and like get like a list and try to come up with the answers as fast as possible. Like and to the point where you're writing before you actually know the answer. They're like that builds speed, but you try to evaluate as quick as possible still. And it's weird because it's like you're mind fucking yourself. Like you don't really know what's going on, but like you just keep on doing it and you get faster.
You?
I ain't really got nothing. Like, I try. What you said? I don't even know, bro.
Well, I live longer, so that's why I know shit. But
I mean, 2 years is a long time, but
I ain't
You're
really
still-
play sports like that either.
I'm not talking about
But,
sports.
You said
the
life
que-
aspect with the sports.
No, not. The question is, what if somebody said life? If somebody said, what skills in life do I need to practice? What things do I need to practice in life to get better at life?
and that'll make you better at sports. Is what he's saying.
No, not that. That will make you better at living, potentially living life in the future. This is a life question.
But what happened with the sports though?
No, I was just saying like sports reflects life. So just to flip it, if somebody asks you that doesn't play sports, hey, what would be some things in life that I could practice? What would you be able to tell them, or what could you tell them? Like something that they could practice in life in general.
I'm kind of shaking up on that question, low key. So basically, with sports, what can I correlate with life?
No. In life, what's something in life that somebody could practice?
Like simple stuff like consistency. That goes for everything. Like consistency, you could say that for every sport and everything you do in life. You'll need consistency.
Doing it over and over like that. That's really it. That's all I can really think of.
And doing it the right way.
Yeah, like, but if you constantly do something over and over, you're constantly showing yourself a different way to do it. So, I mean, that's really all I can think of.
Let me better phrase that so the viewers can understand kind of what you're saying. If you do something that you're trying to get into or you like over and over, you're gonna get better at it. So if you're trying to do something in life that you really want to be good at, keep doing it over and over so you can get better and learn different ways to do it and faster ways to get it done. I think that's what you were trying to say, right?
Yeah, progression.
All right. And I guess one that I would give is always try. Just keep trying shit. Keep trying, even if you think you may like it, try it. To find out if you do or don't like it. Which what I mean when I say that is, don't be afraid to do something different. When I say just try stuff, because a lot of people that may be scared to do stuff now because of the society or people that they know, friends and family that may talk about them bad or different. So they may be afraid to even attempt. Like Ben Simmons, he's afraid to shoot jump shots, 3-pointers in the game. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, his age, like what?
He's getting $170 million contract, and he is not shooting a 3-point. like and made one.
I know why he hasn't made one. I actually looked at his jump shot the other day and seen his form. Homie, all right, homie shoots like this. Well, I'm left hand, so I actually do my actual left hand. He shoots like that.
Yeah, I don't think he has like. I feel like you have to have more balance with anything with a jump shot. I don't think he has it.
His mechanics are broken. Like, cause he starts with the curve and straightens it, but he straightens it kind of like at the release point, so it doesn't always, so it's not going in.
Yeah.
And he holds it a little bit too, so he's like, and then releases it. So when he's shooting, that's why he's not getting that, and he's not confident that consistent drop because he's holding it and he's pulling up with his elbow all the way out and his hands curved. Like I know myself, if your hand's not positioned right on the ball, it's off most of the time. Cause I've learned that going through my shooting walls, like like how you hitting everything one day to the next, you can't hit shit. Is because of the way you're holding the ball in your hands. The way you gotta hold it is not palm that shit, but have it on your fingertips. One, and two, kind of have it so where your index finger is the one that's controlling the rock when you're shooting, and then when you shoot, you can and cannot do this. Have the pinky up and have your index finger be the last finger that drops off the ball. It has to control it. That's how you're supposed to shoot the ball.
Can you hold your hand like this right quick?
Which one?
Yeah, some people got small hands.
Yeah,
so like
this finger, it does not really touch the ball last. Like, it's always this one for me, my middle finger. See, yours is all about the same length. Like, look at mine.
But like when you're shooting a basketball, you don't notice. But like you're really going like this. Like nobody shoots like that.
Me, when I do it, this finger does not touch the ball. Like it's just these two. Like,
but don't forget about your other fingers. Like this one is basically controlling it, like from physics. But like this right here, like these three fingers are really doing majority of the work.
like this one just cuts back.
And if you have a problem with that, like I learned, like just somebody told me this, like keep the ball above your head because it limits the amount of like time you're like trying to think about what you're doing with your hands. If you just pull from right here, it's a lot different than just doing that. It's quicker. You don't have to think about it as much.
Wait, what?
Like keep the ball like above your head or at your forehead and just push up.
But I feel like I can't see when I do that.
You're not supposed to look at the ball when you shoot.
No, I mean like the goal, because if it's right here, then I can't.
But that's
see.
bad.
It's not supposed to be right there. It's supposed to be right here.
But you say the balance, like y'all said, don't curve it. But if I don't, then one hand is gonna be in my face at all times, so I can't see.
That's
and if it is above my head, then I
above
really
your head,
can't see.
Above your head, so like it's like this.
All right, look, so I'm like this. The
Oh,
goal is
okay, above your head, but not like literally above your head.
Oh, you really thought
like over like the height of your head. Yeah.
My eyes are straight. My hand is on this side. Like then I feel like I gotta curve the ball to get it in because it's not. The goal isn't.
Yeah, it's
straight
not gonna
in
be
front of
perfectly
me.
straight. Like this is straight. This is pretty much straight for basketball. Nobody really shoots like this. This actually hurts your shot. You want to like be comfortable.
Okay.
And still though, everybody doesn't shoot the same. So everybody's form and arms may be like crazy and shit. But if it drops, but every time, most likely, the shot's gonna always end up like this. Arm straight and hand all the way down. So as long as it ends like that, at least.
Yeah, every shooting coach will tell you you're like this should touch your ear when you're done shooting.
All right.
When you practice it, it's gonna fuck you up, but you gotta practice it the right way. You gotta practice shooting the right way and watch your consistency will come up.
And pose for the camera. Always pose for the camera. Pose for the camera.
Leave it there. I don't know what that does, but like I feel like when I do that, more shots go.
What?
Like when I leave it up there.
That's that confidence, bro. That confidence. Like that shit going in. Yeah.
Sometimes I literally feel like I could be the best shooting coach in the world.
But it takes time though. It's just like that's why I don't like messing with kids or like having any jobs that do with babysitting kids or counseling because yeah, I can have the patience to deal with it, but I know one day a kid's gonna say, "You're not my daddy, and you can't take care of me, and you ain't the boss of me," and I'm gonna be like, "You know what? you're right. Do what you want, and I'm gonna leave.
Take your ass home then.
Well, I ain't gonna literally leave if that's my job, but in my head, it's just like, what's the point nowadays of trying to do this shit? What's the point? Because the kids acting all types of crazy now.
They're getting. I think what it is happening is like their attention span is shorter, but I swear to God, they're smarter. Cause some of the shit that they're doing now, I couldn't do. Like
it is, man.
I swear to God,
it
bro.
is.
I was at camp, right? There was this kid. Like the other kids was like he was smart, he's this and that, but like when you talk to him, he's like he's like the shit that he understands at his age. He's like 10. I'm talking to my niggas about grown up shit, and he can understand it. Like, and I just realized, like, someone told me, like, he led his team to the math conference finals. Like, it was him. He carried them.
Get on my back. Let's go.
You should have said, "I got this shit."
I had my phone.
2 + 2 does not equal 5; it equals 4. Yeah,
he's so quick. Like every response is like, if you notice someone who's smart and witty, like they don't think. Like I told him, he just says shit out of instinct, but it's funny. Like I'll say some shit like, maybe you should do that, and he'll come back so quick with a response. It's like I think that little kid's going.
Kids these days is something else, bro. For real.
His IQ must be like 1,000.
but at the end of the day, though, does that matter?
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, I'm a circle that back. It's people's IQs. It's like 2 that are successful as fuck.
You can be an idiot and like fall and just naturally have like the tendencies you need to be rich, but like the people who know what they're doing, I feel like always have an advantage.
True, there is a difference between book smart and street smart.
Yeah,
you can know everything, but not know how to live. Just straight up, like you can know how to live and not know shit about anything.
True.
A sheltered smart kid is one of like the worst kinds of situations ever, because they know everything in the world, but they ain't never been nowhere. So they just been in the house and been in school every damn day. And when they finally walk outside and go outside and try to use their smarts, they don't know how to work in the world, because most people he or she interacts with is not going to be as smart as them.
Right.
And 2, they're not going to know how might want to fit in and dumb themselves down so they won't look and seem as smart.
Yeah.
And 3, they may go and do something stupid because they don't fit in anywhere.
Right. Like remember the kid I mentioned, like when I say things, like he takes it so literally, and like because he knows it, like the definitions, like of the words we'll be saying, and be like, oh, I can't remember exactly, but I don't think it correlate. Like how we talk normally is like it doesn't make sense to him. Like I have to talk like I'm talking out of a dictionary for like everything to line up.
So he's book smart, but he's not really like all that street smart.
You ain't even got to say street smart. Sociable.
I like street smart better.
I know, but that only puts it in one demographic though. You see what I'm saying?
What you mean?
When you say street smart, everybody ain't been in the streets.
No, but you gotta be in the streets to live. Straight up.
I know what you're saying, but some people may take what you're saying as
literally.
Hood smart.
No, I don't mean it.
That's why I mean I gotta say sociable, because there's people out in the world that's not gonna understand the smartness of somebody that's really intelligent. So they have to dumb themselves down, or they may not understand when you're talking just regular talk, like, "Oh, you stupid, man. What the fuck you mean I'm stupid?" I'm not saying you're stupid. Literally, I'm just saying like, "Yo, you fuck it." You about that?
Oh yeah, like when I say put the ball above your head, he probably would have did the same shit you did. Like I had to he's like a computer, yo. Like if you feed him like one sentence is wrong, like it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, my fault.
You probably would have did the same shit that he did.
Real though, man. That's that crazy shit, bro.
I put the ball above your head. They'll probably like lead the ball, let it spin on his head. Like they did exactly what I asked. I just gotta learn how to talk to them.
Yeah, that's how I am with the kids too. Like I'll say something, but they'll take it mad literally. I'll be like, "Am I stupid?"
I'll be all right, take off. Like I'm trying to get y'all to all go down the court at the same time. Take off. What?
Take off what? Kids,
Take off. Yeah, go that way. Okay.
He's like, I'm not taking off my clothes. That's not what I'm talking about.
That's not what I asked.
What I'm talking about. Just run, god damn it. Like run like you did when you was 2 years old. Run to your head and get chopped off or some shit. Like what the fuck? Damn, that shit crazy, bro. It's like some people you could just tell them anything and they just do that shit. Like, hey, go lick that tree. All right, which one?
Yo. Bro, I met a dude like that at my job.
Oh
like,
man,
he was straight pick food up off the floor and eat it. Like, and I'll be like, bro, come on. He was like, I'll do it for $1. Like, that's some crackhead shit, bro. Shoot. Hey, he's smart as hell though. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, but bro, smart people understand things that we don't understand. That's why I just leave shit alone. And think about one more thing about that kid. Like, he was under the basket with the basketball, right? I was like, put it up. Like, put the ball back into the basket. He the basketball to the crate and put it up. Like, you put it up. I was like, what the fuck going on? Like, is this kid retarded? But like, I realized what I said. I just said put it up. So he did like on the next logical step.
You go put this shit back.
I'm gonna put this shit up right in the damn crate.
Like, the ref was like, what are travel? I'm like, what are you doing? And he put the ball up and closed the cage back. I just sat there like this. I had to look at my subordinate. Put it up. He put it up.
And shouts out to that kid for knowing exactly what to do when he tells him. So I told him to do it.
He didn't hesitate. Like, he put it up. I was like, wow. It made me smart. I feel like he made me smarter, like, about what I said.
I ain't say you gotta do this to him, man.
Yeah, just congratulations. You did it.
Shit, man. So, Zoe, when you drop your first tape, man?
Oh, man, it's gonna be. What day is it? Right now. You know what, bro? Give me a good month. You know, I actually, yeah, I got y'all. Give me a good month.
All right. So, August 5th. August 5th. That's a month.
August 4th.
I
got Drake. This is the first time I got Drake.
I'll give you a day to extend yourself. So you said what about me though?
Mm-hmm.
When am I dropping another tape? I might have one for the summer's over. To be honest, I might have one for the summer's over.
That'd be a third.
I'm gonna try to go to school for dancing. Straight up. Once I've been working for a year and get my life together, I'll pursue that shit.
Dancing is like, I can dance at a club, but like I never had complete control of my body. Like,
for real,
never, bro.
I've never been trained. I just like freestyling, and people like it. So I feel like if I can go to school and train it, then they'll probably get something from
Sharpen
it.
and nice, you right, bro.
Yeah, but we going into like a new age in our lives, man. I'm about to get out of college. You close to getting out. You going back in. We going in like a whole new direction, bro.
For real.
But one thing I do know is this podcast will be along the way and will still be alive. I know people like, yo, why the fuck it take you so long to do another goddamn episode? Listen, we gotta get our shit together, man.
Yeah, I had a nigga ask me, like, I didn't even watch the podcast, and he was like, when are y'all doing another? We haven't doing it in a while. I'm slacking. I was like, what? You actually want to hear us talk?
Like I said, we have a known/unknown fan base that people have been missing, apparently.
The nigga was from China, like.
Oh, shit.
For real? Yeah.
That's probably from the promotion, because I promoted, like, overseas and shit. So, I guess that's where that probably fucking came from. But
I was like, "Team Shum question, Paul."
Oh, chill.
No, hey, cut that out. Homie was a good fan. homie was nice.
I gotta do no, bro. What are you doing?
It's things we say to ourselves. You feel me? You feel like you don't need to.
See, this is why some people get cut off. This is but at the end of the day, though, we not trying to offend nobody, bro. We just be fucking around. Yeah. Like you know good and well when he be around his Chinese or Asian people, they be like
yeah, you know,
bitch ass nigga again. Look at this fuck ass nigga, nappy headed ass nigga. Well, so they be doing that shit too. So they shouldn't be like tight about it, but it's just natural fuck ups that everybody's a little bit racist, bro. Yeah, we ain't nobody gonna say it in public, but everybody a little bit racist, bro.
All honesty, bro. If y'all roasted me now, I wouldn't say anything to y'all. I don't know. When I got out of high school, I really stopped talking shit about people. I can't. Like, that shit just don't formulate in my head no more.
I'll be in my house too much. So like, some of my jokes getting old. You feel me? I gotta come back out and see what the fuck going on for me to actually get my jokes. My jokes not working no more.
Nah, but listen though, anybody try to come at me, I got some fire for the ass. Listen,
I bet.
Like they say some shit to me, I'm like, that's why your toe don't work, bitch ass nigga.
No, shit.
I'm cool with that. He real quick.
Like your toe don't work, bitch ass nigga.
Like your pinky toe look like a fucking doorknob, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. I ain't even get to the rest of the person repertoire. Yeah, I'm just talking about the fucking toe. I ain't probably go a good 5 minutes talking about how fucked up somebody's foot is and not miss a goddamn beat.
Oh, God.
That's why your ankle and your foot like an L shape, nigga.
Oh shit!
Keep going.
Nigga got into his anatomy book.
Like I said, bro, gotta get into the bag, man. You always like, it's crazy how some shit you'll learn in school you can use for a fucking joke. It's like that's why your fucking vernacular is fucking understandable.
Nah, I know what you mean, because I used to do that in school too.
Oh yeah.
Yo.
While your fucking coxal bone fucking dysfunction, nigga. But anybody don't know what that is, that's your tailbone. That's what.
Bruh, I wish, bruh, if it was still in high school, bruh, I could still go at it with you, bruh. I lost all of it.
I ain't lose nothing. I ain't gonna say I ain't lose nothing, but I probably got more now. Honestly, shit. Cause that's the thing. You know what's funny? When we was hanging with homie one day, when all of us was roasting when he ain't had shit, I was like, damn.
What was that? I remember.
We was at a basketball court. I ain't gonna say who it is. That's gonna put him on the spot. But
yeah,
at the basketball court, I was like, damn, he lost his shit. Cause he's had that fucking fire, bro. But he lost his shit. I was like, damn. Yeah. That's why I knew the shit was changing, bro. When that happened and he ain't had shit to say, and I was getting on him crazy. I was like, no.
To the socks, B.
I was like, no, fuck.
I'm glad you brought that back.
Fuck, damn, no. We losing our homie, god damn it.
Right before our very eyes, and I'm helping.
That's the thing. It wasn't that we was losing our homie, it's just we was changing. That's really what it was. That's really what that moment kind of signified in like a weird way. That we grew up. That's what that moment made me realize in hindsight. I ain't really say it that day, but in hindsight, it's like, all right, that's when we, as a group, was growing up. When he wasn't roasting anymore, I was like, oh, shit. It's different now. Like, we ain't in the same place we was back, like, a few years ago. We were just like, oh, with your limp titty ass. Nah, we wasn't back in those days. Nah, we,
Yo.
Yeah.
I still think I can get somebody with the bumbleback bastard. I think so.
Bumbleback.
I think so, bro. I be saving that shit, bro.
Yeah, that should be a song, bro.
What is a bumbleback? The bumbleback bastard. I'm thinking like a bumblebee hybrid with a nigga.
For real, bro. I don't know. This shit crazy shit that used to come out my mouth.
Yeah, bumbleback bastard. Oh shit.
crazy thing is that's how me and him first met, bro. We was roasting each other, bro. Like, cause it was at lunchtime. Luis took me down there to go. Like, is it cause he doing what he seen him? So I was like, all right. And he told me that he could roast, so I was like already mentally getting a little bit prepared for like some, cause I knew some shit, cause I knew how I am, and I had a feeling. And I heard about how he was, so I was like, all right, I gotta come my A game today. I may not hit everything, but I'm gonna shit. I ain't about to go here like no bitch. So, so I went down there. We said, what up? And I was like, all right. I don't know who went first, me and him.
All I remember is we was at that gas station on that ice machine, bro.
Gas station side of goddamn ice machine. We was going at it. We went in for like 5 or 10 minutes, bro. It was just me and him straight going back and forth, bro.
After that day, that was my nigga for real, bro.
I don't know what I did that made me like seem like cool in your eyes after that shit.
But you kept going, bro. Nobody else keeps going, bro. Nah, he like that, yeah. Need this nigga on my team. We gonna burn the world down.
Cause it was kind of like that, like don't be a bitch thing, right?
Right.
Now, some people are getting certain situations where they talking shit and they might not have shit where they'll just stop or they'll, cause the other person may just keep getting at them and keep just, yeah, bitch ass nigga. That's why your mama and your daughter got limp back titties and shit. Like, and they'll just keep going and going. That's why they almost broke it and shit. But sometimes you gotta standing up for yourself. That's like, that was my version of that. Like, I'm not about little white out shit taught me. Fuck that.
Yeah, like, don't give up. Stand up. Bro. You can't back down. Anytime you back down, that's a loss for you. Unless, like, of course, and then never back down. That's what I said.
And plus, I'm older than him anyway. So what would I look like if I stopped? And I had people, and I grew up with people older than me. People talking shit to me my whole goddamn life.
Me too.
My own family members, especially my cousins and his friends and shit, they always get on. I couldn't do shit about it. So I had to sit there and had to take that shit. But when I get around my friends and shit, even sometimes them, my peers, and then people a little couple years older than me and shit. But when I got around, but at that point, I was like, nah, fuck all that shit. Nah, them bullying days is over. Fuck that.
Time revenge.
We getting it in. The bullshit. But that's the thing about growing up, man.
Bro, nobody ever roast me, bro, because I was tall and skinny.
Everybody was scared of you.
Everybody
Everybody's probably scared of you
every
ass.
time.
Yeah. It was like tall, skinny ass. I'll dunk on you though.
Can't really do nothing at that point.
Yeah, I mean, you can dunk it all, but you ain't get like 40, so I can still dunk on you.
Damn.
Yo, I might actually be able to dunk now. I might be able to dunk now, bro.
Hey, he can jump higher than me. I'll take that shit. I still ain't getting that consistent dunk package in.
He said, but he can flip. So, like, if you can do a backflip, you should damn near be able to dunk.
Yo, I seen a dude do a black backflip under the basket and dunk that shit. There's a dude named Jay Clark to jump on.
Oh, yeah.
That, yo, homie got serious bounce. He got the crackhead mixed with hood, mixed with athletic, mixed with NBA. He got that
Nigga's a pogo stick,
serious
bro.
bounce.
Isn't he a teacher?
I guess I don't know what he does.
Fuck do he teach?
I think,
He teaches vertical. I'll tell you that. Hey, if he had a class on that, I'll take that shit 50 times. Hey, listen, I need to learn how to dunk off one foot consistently. Oh, I got you in like a week. Right, cool.
I'm about to start doing plyometrics.
Oh yeah, if you know how to do those correctly, like that's what really gets you right.
Explosive, bro.
Are you just talking about, like, body weight exercises?
Yeah, because I already do calisthenics, but plyometrics focuses on like the explosion in your legs and stuff like that. So like you need a lot of explosion to be able to jump. So if you build that up straight up, you should be fine. Like getting on the ground on your knees and just jumping straight up off of it. Like that's just singling and isolating these muscles, make you jump and stuff like that.
But some people can't even do that shit right. So before you get to that point though, you got to work on the muscle groups. But that's not just your legs. You got to work on all this shit.
Yeah, your core too.
Even though they say your legs is the most beneficiaries for jumping, that core, like the ab area and shit, being able to stretch, constrict, and expand, that's really in the arms too. That's really important. Like if you can't get your arms, like when you swing your arms back, if they can't like go up to your ears, you're not gonna jump as high. Like on the swing, if you can't get them like at least close to your ears, you may not be able to jump as high. I'm not saying everybody got to get that far, but the most explosive people, they arms can like get to their like ears and shit. Not saying everybody, but from what I've seen from videos and resources on YouTube and Instagram and whatnot, like that's one thing.
Yeah, that momentum
Yeah.
and stuff, that build up. Yeah.
Yeah, like every time I do, like so I can only windmill like some of the time. I think this is why, like every time I carry like my speed through the whole like jump, that's every time I get high as high as fuck. But like sometimes I get to the point where I'm about to jump and just something just like I never feel it coming either. Like, oh, I'm about to go, and I just stop. I just stop for some reason. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you're mentally incapable of dunking because you're not mentally preparing yourself to dunk. You gotta think like a dunker too.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm psyching myself out. Using me, I can jump, but whenever I see the rim, I'm just like, I can't reach
You
it.
probably can dunk if you knew you could, if you was confident in you being able to. But jumping is a technique also. Like jumping is a skill. Don't get twisted. Jumping ain't just some shit you can walk out of bed and do. Some people are naturally good at it, but if everybody can jump, it's like, but everybody don't know how to jump. You gotta like when you jump, you gotta have your leg in a certain degree angle to get the most out of your jumps. Yeah. I think that the thing is either 45 or 90 degrees, one of those two. I can't say specifically which one, but you gotta have your legs at a certain angle just to even get that bounce or to get that good jump. Because if you don't, say if you're jumping at a 30-degree angle, you ain't gonna get up that high. If you're jumping at like a 90 or 45 and some like stances, that's when you get up.
When they tell you to do your box jumps, they have to be at a 90-degree angle and stuff like that. But I don't understand why. Like what you said, it has to be at a certain degree. I guess you utilizing all those muscles, but that's crazy.
I think the science behind it is, and I'm probably not right about this shit at all, so don't quote me on this at all, but that's when your legs activate kind of the most at that specific angle. Because if you're too low or too high, then now all those muscles aren't going to activate for you to get to the highest you need to get at that jump. So in that aspect, when you're at that 90 degrees, that's when your hamstrings and your glutes and calves and shit is already locked and loaded. So when you just poof, that's your boing. That was my like made up answer.
It was a good answer though.
I hope it is. Because I'm going to do some research later when we come back next time, whenever that is. We gonna,
it made sense to me.
I'm going to fucking revisit that shit. But you know what I hope didn't happen? Losing that damn audio we recorded before the fucking power cut out. Let's hope that didn't happen. Let's hope that didn't happen. Let's hope. Because so far we have this. So far. Let's hope we have the other one too. Let's hope.
Okay. Hey, can I try that story? Sometimes I don't get it out right. So you can cut it if it doesn't work.
Whatever.
So I was at my nigga's house, right? So actually, I don't know, man. I don't want people to know this shit. Because like, I feel like the bitches will think I'm old. Which is true.
Wait.
Sorry, no. I mean, like I said, even if they did, it'll be something that like this shit, so it don't matter. Shit. That's your call, though. Don't matter to me.
Some overseas niggas not gonna fuck with me. But so I was over at my nigga's house, right? And like he went upstairs to do some shit. I don't know what he did, but he left me downstairs with two bitches. And like there was one bitch sitting across from me, like where Dre is, and then there was one bitch like he has a couch that kind of turns, so those are bitches right here. And like homegirl, like she was from Italy. Homegirl started sucking my dick. Wow. That bitch was looking at me, so I'm watching her suck my dick. You feel me? Then my nigga came back downstairs and he watched me. I was looking at him while he was looking at her. I was looking at her while she was looking at me sucking my dick. Then her parents came home. Her mom looked at me. He looked at her. I looked at them. I turned around to look at who was over there, and they was looking at me. Well, you get the point.
What happened?
So first of all, their mom didn't come in. I just made that because it was like more. But like he came downstairs and like he thought that shit was normal because like in Europe, shit like that apparently goes on.
Oh shit, damn! Cause the only reason I say that because I was watching this one show and like he wanted to watch somebody else fuck his girl and I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Excuse me, nigga.
Like, yo, he wanna watch. He literally got another dude to say, "Yo, fuck my girl," and he was gonna watch. He was like, and the other dude was like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
I'm going to Europe. Nah, but
That shit is
you living the
crazy.
life, man. Good. Everybody's like, yeah, go ahead, enjoy that neck. Was it good? Phenomenal. Oh my god.
I couldn't even keep it straight. The bitch was looking at me. I'm
Hey,
trying to be cool. I can't even be
Hey,
cool.
look, here's what happened to some. That shit almost happened to me, right? That's what's going. That's what I'm like. No, like fam, no, like I'm not having nobody watching me, fam. Like, what the fuck?
but you say that till it happens to you, dog. You're not gonna stop the bitch. And like she was good too. Like when she got it out, all she had to do was like this right here. My shit was hard. I was like, what the fuck?
Come
and
here,
then,
nigga.
and then the bitch was looking at me, man. That was just great. I was sweating the whole time though.
Bitch, I'm like, oh.
Fuck around, probably couldn't even walk straight. I was like trying to get like shit, goddamn leg off.
Yo, I'm still waiting for a girl that'll do me like that. Girls these days don't know how to give head, bro.
Well, that's because they busy trying to look like hoes instead of physically being. They don't know like
We're getting down. Wait, we getting the game. We getting the game all fucked up.
we getting the trash hoes now. We ain't getting the good ones.
Bitches
Like
don't
they actually
know
knew
how.
how to do something.
Bitches don't know how to have sex. I'm the only one doing shit. I be, bro, my body be hurting the next day. Bitches be think, they'll be like, I put him to sleep, nigga. I put myself
Self
to
to
sleep,
sleep.
bro.
Oh,
I've been
shit.
working hard as fuck out here.
You know how many
Sweating
times?
like shit.
Having that Kim Kardashian, Ray J shit, couch potato and shit. It's fucking just lay there and shit like that. Damn.
They don't want you to hold dick on. They be like, nah. I be running away. You like, bitch, what the fuck? Come on, why you ask me to do this?
The bitch with the fattest asses cannot take dick for some reason. But the skinniest bitches can take dick. I don't get it.
They don't have cushion. The girls with the fat ass have that shit to clap back, bro. They got something to block it. The skinny girls just take dick. Like, they gotta know how to. They ain't gonna get broken.
Like you can put the tip into a fat bitch. Like if she had a fat ass and you put the tip in, it's already feeling it. I'm like, the fuck, bitch. Like and it'd be the fat asses you want to fuck hard, but you just can't because they can't take it.
And that hurts my soul, man.
But you still go anyway. But you feel me?
But
you know they hurting and shit.
the funniest thing, I don't mean to put this out here, but is when they sit there and they flex and you hit it and then they fall on their face, bro. It's so funny to me, bro. You're like, you be like, oh shit. Get up, girl, come on. That should be so funny to me.
Dude, my head hurt. It never gets old, bro. That shit hit always.
Oh shit.
Bro, you hearing about bitches have to take aspirin after niggas get done with them. That's why, because they don't got no balance, bro.
Oh gosh.
Give her a headache.
See, this is why this podcast is great, bro. You get shit like this.
You get insider knowledge and shit.
You get conscious shit. You get a little bit ignorant shit. And
Whole lot of ignorant shit.
And you still learn something at the end of the day.
Whole thing about a girl though, make sure she drink water. Do not give a girl head if her pH balance is low.
Oh shit.
Dead ass, and you will know because when you take that shit off, you can smell that shit, bro. And it's not a bad smell, but it's just she smells more like a female. Let's say it like that.
Might get this shit wrong.
Okay, all right. I was questioning it for a second.
Yeah, that pH is something serious though. For real.
See,
Them hood bitches don't be drinking water.
They get that.
yeah, I'm gonna
But they
leave.
always got Fanta, bro. If you ever go to a hood bitch's house and y'all get done fucking, like asking for some drink, they always got red Fanta, bro. It's always red Fanta. That's the national hood bitch drink.
Why is that one gotta be the one though?
I don't know. I just look, bro, and that's just what it is. It tastes good as hell. I see why they drink it. Like you take one sip of that and you're refreshed. You feel me? It'd be cold, be in a Gatorade bottle. It'd be in that Gatorade bottle.
Wow, that's something new I learned today.
Open up your mind to the world of magic. The world of bitches.
Fanta. I can't get over this shit. Fanta though?
It's tasty, bro. You should try some.
I don't drink soda, man. Just straight water, bro. I drink straight water, man. No juice and none of that shit. Water. No tea.
Nah, I drink tea sometimes.
Y'all can have that.
What?
Y'all can have that. I gotta have. Well, I don't gotta have it. I love sweets in general.
I like sweets too. I'll drink a Sprite every once in a while and probably a juice, but my go-to is water.
My go-to water. But like when it comes to like if I have a meal, I gotta like if I'm eating, I'm gonna drink a soda. If I'm not, I'm just laying around. I just drink water.
Zaxby's, Sprite every time you go to Zaxby's, bro. Their Sprite is on point, bro. That shit is like that. Anywhere else is tea. I'll drink tea when I eat something.
Some niggas, when I go to drive-through, some niggas bout order for me. Like I'm like, nigga, what? I was like, hey, can I get a number 2? Like, oh, with a side of fries and iced tea. Like, bitch, I ain't. Who told you that? Like, who's the nigga ordering this basic ass order? That's not what I get. I gotta retell it to him. Like, no, that's not it. And waste the time telling him like my real order. Like, nigga. This nigga that like these sidekicks. Did that actually work with somebody? Like, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna let him order my food.
They stereotype you, bro. They say, "Oh, look at this nigga. He probably gonna get the fries and the iced tea." Like he goes, "Well, hey, can I get number 2 of fries and iced tea?" Man, motherfucker, how you ask for that shit?
Ain't nobody ask. And then when you go up to the window, be like, "How's your day?" Like, what the fuck? You gotta know what I'm doing. Why do you have to know how I'm doing? Give me my drink. Is my shit ready?
Man.
I hate drive-thrus, man. I hate fast food for multiple reasons.
I be having like yell it sometimes, but then when I yell, they get mad and shit. Like one time I yelled, I was with my homie in the car, and she got mad and shit. I wanted to say, "Bitch, who the fuck you think you talking to?" I wanted to say, it. I didn't say it. I wanted to say it. You know how bad bitch. Like, that's how bad I got mad. I ain't get like visibly mad. It's in my head. I was like, yo, what the fuck you talking? He's like, sir, you don't have to yell. I'm like, yo, who the fuck you think you're talking? In my head, I'm
imagine Drake.
Bro, you still already yell at drive-through windows. As soon as he get there, he got the angry voice. Get a whole bitch of attitude just by saying, "Hey."
I can't help this how I sound, though, bro. Like, what the fuck you want me to do? I ain't about to go out.
Drake comes, can I get some water?
Hey, that's exactly how I used to be, though. For real. I was like, so can I get another? That's how I was kind of like this at the moment. Can I get number 5 or another? Sorry, she's like, sure, you don't have to go. Like, who the fuck is you? Fuck.
I wish this didn't have this shit on it so I could really do the trick. But like, you know what I'm saying?
That shit is fucking crazy, bro. That's why I don't like getting fast food. That's why when I order my shit, I like going inside, so I ain't gotta fucking yell all the goddamn. So I ain't gotta be like, hey, can I get number 5? Like, I ain't trying to do
what?
that.
A number 5?
Like, sir, you don't have to yell. Like, who the fuck? All right.
And when a Mexican dude, have you ever had like a Latino try to take your order, bro?
No, like yes, but
You know how fast they shit be rattling shit off? I'm like, God, well, what kind of sauce do you have? Oh shit, that all sound good.
I tell him straight up, bro. Can you repeat yourself? I do it as many times, bro. Slow your ass down.
And sometimes they say it faster or exactly the same speed. I'm like, I don't think she realized.
They just saying that so you always get out the fucking window. They know they got the customers that making shit. They like, get out of that. Like, what the fuck?
Just sit there like.
I guess I have to go out. I guess I
got 2 decisions. You either gonna leave or you gonna ask them, hey, can you repeat that shit, please, ma'am?
I think some motherfuckers can understand it. But me, I'll probably be on my phone or something, and then like when she do that shit, I'm like I'm bewildered. I'm in the Twilight Zone. I'm like, what the fuck? Everything I know is a lie and shit. I don't even know what's going on.
And plus, they probably don't even like that they working there in the first place, so they like probably already mad at that shit. Like, man, fuck. I'm at the goddamn drive through taking fucking orders from these niggas and shit. Like, what the fuck?
And you gotta get it right because you know we're gonna have an attitude if it's wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these orders, I feel like I shouldn't have to say like some of the things I had to say at the window. Like if, like for instance, if I ask you for a drink, I shouldn't have to ask you for ice in it. You feel me? Like I shouldn't have to ask you for a straw.
I get my drinks without ice.
Fuck him. But like when you go to the when you go up to the window, like I'll go to the window and be like, I just feel weird having to say some of this shit because I look at my biscuit and it'd be like hard as a brick. I feel like I shouldn't have to ask for a biscuit that's not hard as a brick.
I feel that shit.
I feel like I should automatically get a nice biscuit.
It's like, I used to go to McDonald's and shit. My homie used to have like a trick to get some good fries. It's like, yo, let me get fries with extra salt on them. Like they will either extra salt or get the fries fresh out the grease. That's what it was, fresh out the grease. That's when we get like good and hot fries and shit. Yeah. Because if you don't say that, you might get some cold ass fries that taste like shit. And you have to throw them motherfuckers out. You know how good they fries used to be at McDonald's, bro. Especially with the Monopoly shit, bro. And you get the free shit off of them. I know y'all remember that shit,
you
bro.
Go ham on them shits.
Used to be at that bitch like every day trying to get some free shit off of buying something.
Yeah.
Ain't that some bullshit? You buying something to get some free shit? Ain't that some shit?
It's a great marketing because it fools the average Joe. But the nigga actually do the math, like they fucking us over. They never put cheese on the fries. I wish they would have did that.
Yeah, they got that now though, right?
They do
at McDonald's.
They got this, everything now.
They got this international thing going on where they get it from different countries and stuff like that. They got cheese and bacon on their fries now.
I'm about to go out there leave with y'all, man.
Yeah, I hear you.
I can't even fuck with McDonald's like that, bro. Cause especially the McChickens, bro. I can't eat them shits no more, bro. It makes my stomach hurt every time, bro. Same reason why I don't go to Taco Bell up the street from here, bro. When I was little, bro, my stomach was always fucking with me after I ate that, bro. Every time, bro. That shit was ridiculous. I'd be like, what the fuck?
I ain't even gonna lie. I fuck with Taco Bell Crunch Wrap. And they Skittles freeze, bro. Go there and drink that drink, bro. That
Skittles
drink
freeze.
is like that,
That don't
bro.
sound good, dog.
Look, it's good as fuck. It's good as hell, bro. Everybody I told to drink that shit, bro, they not off that shit now. Like, that shit's like crack, bro.
I'll take his word for it.
You sound like a goddamn headache and some fucking diabetes, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, maybe diabetes, but the headache, no.
Like that's a good.
You said maybe diabetes with the headache. Nah, if you drink that shit too fast, you'll probably catch a headache.
I'd rather have a headache than diabetes. No, I'd rather have a good headache.
So, what do y'all think the podcast is gonna be in the future? Do y'all have any goals for the podcast?
But it's still hard for me to like grasp the concept of the podcast. Like you said, I don't even know where it would be in the future. Like I haven't even really, like I know some people have successful ones, but like it's just like you don't really see that. Like us three sitting here in a big room in our own studio. All right, say it like that. Chilling, doing a podcast about some crazy shit. Like that would be the life. But you gotta know what's gonna happen in the next few years or anything like that to know.
Yeah, I feel like you really got to be up on your shit. Like few people are that talented to just go somewhere and then talk and people actually want to hear. And like they haven't done anything. Like if I was Michael Jordan, I could say anything and they would fuck with it. But like we just some couple niggas from this block, you know, basically.
I mean, but everybody got an audience though. But not everybody knows. Everybody has a voice, but everybody can't use it the right ways. And that's just a fact. Like I use me an example. Like people tell me all the time, like your voice is just so you need to speak, you need to do something with it. I'm like, all right. I'm already on the path anyway, so appreciate it though. It's just like consistent confirmation. I just need to keep doing what I'm doing. And like having us three, like y'all know what we talk about outside the podcast. So that's why I just like came up with this shit in the first place, because I know what we can and what we have talked about before. So like, yo, other people need to hear this shit. Right. So that's why I was like, yo, let's do this podcast shit. Y'all both like, yo, what the fuck is a podcast?
Is there a definition for it?
Look it up. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. In the meantime, though,
Homie still. That's dedication.
Probably getting mixed. I'm assuming. That's what I think.
Hold up. A digital audio file made available on the internet for downloading to a computer or mobile device. So basically, anything we do, as long as we have these cameras here and this shit, and it goes on the internet, it's a podcast. Okay, all right.
Learn something
To the socks.
So we can literally have girls clapping their ass on the on the shit the whole time, and then put it on the internet. Don't say shit, and that's a podcast.
No, that's a soft.
Not a good one.
No, that's a soft porn video. That's what that is.
So
It's all porn video.
I'm gonna pay a girl to come here with us one day, bro. I'm gonna have her twerking the camera. I got you, bro. Fuck up.
Oh man, that'll make us go viral for real. Just
Hell
like a girl
yeah.
twerking in the background the whole time, not
just
stopping,
in our faces
not
periodically.
stopping. Occasional lap dances. We still talk like we don't feel what the fuck going on.
And let me hold up a second. And
Yo, hold on a second.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, I can see him actually doing some shit like that too.
get a bag of his Skittles and like slap her ass with it, bro. Man, I'm having a great time. I'm gonna fucking forget about the podcast.
Fucking do
All right, hold up a second, guys. We come back a minute later. Woo! Throw that ass up.
That's crazy. So what y'all got planned for the future though?
Man, if you would have asked me that like a mere 3 months ago, I would have told you that, I don't know, probably gonna try to mostly rapping. But now I feel like I'm having so much fun like with the shit I'm doing in school. Like I never thought this was possible. Like thank God I found this like what I'm doing now. I just look at everything differently. Like I look at now as in a technical sense. It's almost bad because like when I see shit on like video games for instance now, I can't get fully immersed in it anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Can't enjoy that shit, right?
Because I know what goes behind it, and
You're
it's just an
critiquing that
illusion.
shit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know what I'm watching is an illusion. Like that's what fucks me up with entertainment. You have to feel like it's not real. Well, you have to feel like it's real. Yeah.
You gotta believe what they're showing you instead of just saying, "Oh, they're just doing this shit to get some views or some money off of it."
Like say for instance, like I'm playing the game now, like oh that's just the boss collider hitting against the wall. Like you feel me? Like it's just an illusion. That's why and that kind of fucked it up for me for a while. But making the games is fun as hell.
It's like in music now, bro. I be hearing some shit. I'm like, damn, his frequencies are too high in his voice. God damn it. Oh, this beat ain't loud enough. The vocals don't fit in. God damn it. This ain't mixed well.
With frequencies, y'all heard about the whole music programming thing?
No.
Where they said that we listen to music on a 432 hertz,
Oh,
but
yeah, I probably
everybody
should know.
plays their music or their beats on like a 440 because it messes with our brain chemistry. Because you know our bodies are made of like 60% water, and so is our brain.
Yeah.
So the way we listen to music, like that 440, like messes with the brain chemistry in our head. It makes us like more depressed and more sad.
That is
That's what they're
ridiculous.
doing now.
Who the fuck figured that shit out? That's why I want to shake his hand and be like, yo. Some of these niggas when they come up. Yo, have you ever thought like the first nigga who thought of gravity? Bruh, you know what I would have did if an apple hit me in the fucking head? I was like, oh shit, I'm having a bad day. This nigga figured out gravity over that shit. I wonder like.
That shit came down again.
Exactly. Like, the people who come up with this shit, I just take off my hat. Like, I don't know how the fuck y'all do
Be
it.
like, oh shit.
Speaking of
I'm
gravity,
still staying right there. What the fuck? Oh shit.
do girls think gravity doesn't like not exist? Cause like think about it, like when they got their boobs right, and they like to wear their clothes, like they like to just be free under them. They don't wear bras. Like you always got gravity.
What, nigga?
You always got gravity pulling on something, right? So you standing still, same thing with like a wall. Say you put a shelf on it and put some books on it, it's gonna hold it up, right? Like think about their bra like the shelf and their boobs like the books, you feel me? So without that shelf, the books gonna fall down. So without that bra, your titties still gonna drag down to the floor and they gonna keep being saggy. Straight up, like
that makes a lot of sense.
So like why don't they think about that in the long run? You constantly got a force pulling on yourself and it's hanging, like that shit just gonna keep on going.
So you feel like a woman should have thought of gravity first?
I feel like that for they took that goddamn bra off and then now they like, my shit saggy, what the fuck happened? Like, you know what happened, bitch. Like,
a lot of girls be catfishing niggas with their titties and shit with these bras, bro. You having these push up and these goddamn sports bras on them, make your titties look like fit and in place. And then them shits will probably come off or they wear a loose top and then shit like all of a sudden they titties just fall. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm so against that. Anything to like, cause it's just a lie.
Okay,
man.
yeah, modifying that shit, but like just put on a regular bra. Like, God gave you something, like sport it. You look good either way.
A lot of women ain't happy with how they look nowadays, man, because they seen everybody else. All these other women.
They all would chill the fuck out and stop using all that shit. Like, there was never a point in my life where I was like, oh man, I wish that, you feel like, oh man, I wish her boobs were a bit more perky, like when she's naked. No, I never thought of that. I don't understand where these niggas are coming from that's critiquing that.
And most of these women that got these surgeries, they don't even look good with their clothes off in the first place.
Right.
That shit just looking hella nasty.
Shit looking like this at you.
The girls that don't look like they have shape with clothes on be the best bodies you've ever seen, bro. It's weird.
It's crazy too. These girls, they don't want to be complimented. Like they want you to talk shit to them, and it's like, bro, how am I supposed to lift up your soul and how you feeling good about yourself if you not even gonna fuck with me because I'm telling you look good?
And because they don't want to feel good about themselves.
The fuck? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They want the attention. They dress like they want niggas to notice. As soon as you notice shit, I don't like that.
You know what I started doing, bro? Like, I noticed like some girls like eat compliments up to death, but like some of them, like you can't compliment him. Like you can say if you like some girls will be like, "Oh, you're beautiful," and they'll like love that. But like some girls like they want to hear you say it in a way that's not like, you know, a creative way.
That's not basic. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like they want to hear like you're an angel or something. Like just like something, anything that takes time for you to think about. That's what they want to hear.
Oh, they want to hear some like poetic shit. Like, damn, you look so good. You look like that polished doorknob I seen the other day.
Oh
God,
shit.
Damn. Man, you look
Shining.
Like, you look oiled up like them raindrops I see outside right now. God damn.
Drip, drip. It's like, but yeah, they want to hear something different, like, cause you can rattle off, like, you know, if I hear, like, hey, you're beautiful, you sexy, you're like, oh, how easy would that be? You know what I'm saying? That's too easy.
I don't compliment women. I don't do it. Cause I think they're gonna take it as a sexual harassment and get me arrested, so I don't do it.
I know exactly what you mean, bro.
I'm laughing, but I ain't even trying to be funny. I'm dead ass serious when I say that shit.
I know what you mean, bro.
This nigga really just got legal on us. I thought you gonna say like, cause you don't fuck with. Whoa, this nigga just put the legal aspect in. Okay.
So
yeah.
Look.
Oh shit.
I told this girl that too.
Said,
I was like,
I don't want to get asexually harassed.
I feel like if I really did want to mess with you, I could not mess with you here because you probably try to file for sexual harassment. Like, and she laughed at it. She liked it, but she was like, nah, I wouldn't be like that. But then she continued to make the joke like, nah, but I secured a bag though. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like,
whoa!
I don't know what the fuck with you.
Cut off. Shink.
Hey, you remember all jokes have a little bit of truth to them? I'm saying, bro. Like I said, you gotta watch it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Try to say some shit like, a case in your goddamn mailbox. Like, what the fuck? You have been ordered to appear at Raleigh Department of Court Justice in a month later. Like, what the fuck? Hold on, wait a minute.
I be having half a mind to record some of the conversations I be having with girls.
Hey, you might
just
have
in case
to
this shit happen. Like,
Yo,
bitch, this is not what you said.
Exactly. A girl told me to handcuff her, bro. So that came as a surprise. Like, why do you want that? I had to go buy handcuffs. And then her mom was home when we did it. And I was like, if her mom walks in the door, she's handcuffed to the bed. I'm free. How is that going to look? I gotta think about it. I'm black. That's death.
Yeah, that shit crazy, bro.
You got some shit?
You know what I'm thinking about?
Okay.
Oh, so all right.
Wait, no, I ain't got shit. No, don't play it.
Oh, all right.
Just for this, because it is outside.
Yeah. Play that shit, man. But yo, all right. Before we get out of here, we got a couple more things.
Mm-hmm.
So since we're already on the subject at hand, I've learned a lot for this past few years, specifically this year in general, and learning about women is a topic that I've unfortunately for some reason had to do a lot of research in.
Too.
And by coming to that research topic, it's been a lot of interesting findings that I've come about such topic at hand. Before I go, what findings have y'all gentlemen been in by having this research in women that you had to unfortunately do, but to survive in this society you had to do it?
I'll let you go first.
I will start with this. A wise man once told me, if you want a girl to come here, they will come every fucking time, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy.
And you know who that wise man is? That is I.
That shit, bro.
All right.
But
Crazy thing is, bro, I didn't think that shit would work until I did it on accident. I was just fucking around, like, hey, come here. And she actually came. I was like, oh, shit. I ain't know what to do about it. So
I'm trying to hear what this bitch magnet got. Like, this nigga bitch.
Trust me, I am not a bitch magnet. As far as this thing with.
He got his dicks up with 3 other people in the room. What is he talking about?
But they're not from this area, so that's like normal. But what have I figured out about women? Well, they actually want, like, the girls I talk to, like, their country, right? Country girls, like, they want you to talk to them as if, like, not you're their father, but like you have control over them. They want you to, like, cause they said they'll yield to a man, but like you just have to say shit like, don't be too sweet. Like, don't tell them shit like that makes you look like
You want me to
like a wimp. They don't want a wimp. That's basically it. Go ahead, bro.
What they told me, bro. I feel bad saying it because I always respect women straight up. But they were telling me, like, you're a man and she is a woman. In any sense, she is basically a toy. Basically. That's how you have to treat her.
You know what's funny?
Go ahead.
My dad told me that shit too.
You know what I'm saying? When I hear it, I'm like, okay, I understand. But when you actually go out and talk to them, they like stuff like that. And I don't understand why. They want that respect, but they want you to be dominant. And I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like,
because you can't, like I said,
you'll grow into it, bro. It's going to make more sense because, like, when you get older, like, certain things, like, have you ever been doing something so long that, like, you have pet peeves that you just don't even, like, you don't know why you mad at it, but you are? Like, those bitches gonna start making you mad. You're gonna start being like, okay. You're gonna start taking your anger out on them. But, like, you just gonna be, like, stricter. Like, you're gonna turn
games. That's what makes me go off, bro. Like, as soon as they start playing games, I'll shut down. And
yeah,
because
you've just been through it so much. Like, you're just like, you're just bored with it, man. You're like, go take that shit somewhere else.
For real.
Like, I'm talking to a girl right now, and I'm literally going out on a limb with some of this shit I'm saying. Like, hold up. But she'll try to say shit to me and, like, tell me, like, quote unquote, boss me around, and I just have to be like, who the fuck you talking? You just have to do that. Like, you have to be like, who the fuck you talking to? Because you don't say anything, they're gonna keep on doing it.
If you don't put women in their place, man, they're gonna take advantage of you every time, man. And that's gonna be sad to say. Some women ain't gonna like that. I don't give a shit because y'all know it's true. So
they in the back of their mind, they like it. It's whether they're like willing to admit it. But you can't be like, if they think they know you, you can say whatever the fuck. Like, I told this bitch to shut the fuck up. Like, and she was talking to me, like, about, he's like, oh, something. Well, I be forgetting everything, but I was like, yo, I literally told her to shut the fuck up. And she said, oh, well, okay. At the end of the day, they're going to get scared if, like, a guy says something to them. Like, they have, like, a fear in the back of their head. that they're not gonna win the fight.
Nah, fuck, bro. Like, my dad told me that we're here to breed warriors. So all the girls that I talk to are all strong as shit. Like, I don't. I mean, they never try me in that sense where you have to say shut the fuck up or anything like that. But I think they both know. Like, they're like, all right, if I wanted to, I could whoop his ass. But they can't. I know they can't. But I'm not about to put my hands on a girl, bro. That shit's sad.
But the thing is, you got people out here trying to, like, you got men looking like and trying to be women, and got women trying to be and look like men. Like, that's where it's really getting to at the States now. It's like you gotta, and some men are starting to wake up and see that shit. But most of these dudes, these simps and these like bitch made dudes, they're falling into that damn trap. So it's just like nowadays you gotta really just be like really on your man shit and don't fall into these messages that's getting pushed out in the media, on TV and all that shit. But this, I guess what I came across in my women findings is they want attention. They may not like it. They may not always say they're gonna want attention. They may want to be put in positions that they may not be ready to handle yet, I guess.
They want to be put in positions that they cannot handle. That's what you say. Bro, I understand that shit, but it's just like, what the fuck? Like, you... Keep going.
And they want a man to be a man. As much as they say they'd rather hang out with a dude that quote unquote may bow down to them, and they say it wants to be submissive and shit. They really don't. They're not gonna. They may like it or they may be with you, but they don't respect that shit. That same woman gonna be fucking that other nigga in their DMs and say, "Yo, I seen you over there from across the way. It was good." That's talking all types of shit, but she's still fucking. Why? Cause that's the man, quote unquote, she's looking for. It may be a confused person, but he's more manlier than the man she's with now, so she gonna leave.
We need to go fishing, bro. Not like, but yeah, we need to go fishing.
But like, so we about to wrap it up anyway, though. You got any last words?
Good podcast.
It was. If we still have the other half.
Even if we didn't, it's still a great podcast, though.
It still is.
And if you would like to follow us on DZN Podcast on Instagram. That's d.z.n.podcast. DZN Podcast on Twitter. DZN Podcast on Facebook. DZN Podcast on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Twitch, damn, Stitcher,
Twitch.
We may be on Twitch one day, who knows? But and on Instagram, you can follow me at RetroDre, RetroD.R.E, RetroDre _ on Twitter. And you, I guess you can
find mine in the link, DZN, you know what I'm saying? MV.Z_.
And you?
Young Pluto 08.
And yeah, appreciate y'all for
utilize that more, but that's another gripe for another day. Hold on.
1 sec. Let me officially end the goddamn podcast.
So you gonna listen to that 2-hour, 3-hour podcast?
And this is the DZN Podcast. We are out. DZN Podcast. Outro for your ass. Hey, DZN Podcast. Outro for your ass. DZN Podcast. Outro for your ass. DZN Podcast. Outro for your ass.
my brothers. Got 2 of them here, 3 of them. When at home, I need to appear. Need to release myself so I can get my spirit. Something I should talk so niggas can hear it.
Oh, wait. Let's come back. It's coming back. I made it. I know it's coming back.
This might be smooth. I don't know.
About to be a second. About to be the second month for the first one. Y'all can hear me some first. And you heard to put into it. Please, man, we get into it. We got it for free. Put it out. Now we gonna get paid for this shit right now. So say I'm gonna put it in an urban. I'm not gonna do it. Nobody else gonna do this shit. Maybe it will work. Easy End Podcast. Outro for your ass. Easy End Podcast. Outro for your ass. Easy End Podcast. We will see y'all come back on the next one. Hopefully y'all get this episode because we recorded that shit twice. And powered it up, so we hope you get this shit. But if you don't, you'll at least get this shit.
Double the content, none of the money.
Hey, one day we'll get this shit. We just gotta keep doing it. And we out. Peace.
I just knew I had to stand in ovation. This is great.